Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back to the Fanout Crew YouTube channel. My name's Colby Sullivan. I got Brian Varley behind the camera, and we just wanted to show you some stuff that I've got for my Royal Rumble pinball machine I got a few days ago. Viewers of the channel will know that I picked this up from a local seller, and it's in really good condition. It just needs some TLC and some modern upgrades and stuff. So tonight I'm going to be replacing the old incandescent light bulbs on this back box here with some new LEDs. These are two different styles depending on the size. This one has quite a few of these flashers here, and these are just sort of the always on ones. I'm only going to do the back box for now. I do plan on getting out LEDs under the playfield as well, along with some LED strips here and here to just make the overall lighting better. So yeah, let's get started. We're going to take this off, replace the LEDs. We'll do a before and after, kind of show you guys, what it looks like before we do it and after, and we'll go from there. Stay tuned. Alright, let's get these LEDs installed. I'm going to go ahead and get the back glass out here. The speaker panel is kind of a thing too that I've got to work on. I've got some 3D printed clips that we're going to help hold this in place, and I'll show you guys that a little bit later, maybe a different video. But I'm going to get this thing out of here, and hopefully the speaker panel won't fall forward. Alright, so here's your back box. You can see I've got different size LEDs here. I've got the ones that I need for both of them. I ordered more than I needed because I may be able to put them on the GI under the playfield at some point. But the speaker panel definitely has some issues that I need to work out as well. So look out for that video. I'm going to show you some 3D printed clips that are going to hold it in a lot better, because the ones that come with it are 30 years old and are broken a long time ago. So I guess we can just take these out without even switching this open here. But I did want to show you one mod that I've done that I didn't really film because it wasn't really super exciting. But this little guy right here is an NVRAM chip that I installed, and you can see there's a battery box here. It's supposed to go here, but it was wired this way when I got it, and there's a little bit of battery damage on the motherboard, but it's not enough to actually affect anything. And the only real fix for it would have been to get a new board, so I decided to just bypass the batteries altogether and just use an NVRAM, which allows me to save settings and high scores and things like that, because without that, every time you turn the machine off without batteries, it just wipes its settings and loses its scores. This was basically a $20 upgrade. I'll leave a link in the description where I got it, and super easy install. You literally just pop the one out. Be careful when you do that. Don't ask how I know that, but they do go flying. So yeah, just seriously, you install it, and super easy.
Barely an inconvenience.
Settings, as soon as I installed this, put it into tournament mode, and then turned it off, turned it back on, and the settings were still there. So definitely recommend this. Very cool modern upgrade for hardly any money at all. So anyway, let's get these LEDs in here. So these should be just, pushing a little bit, unscrew, they pop out. I'm probably just going to try to keep these in case anything happens with the new ones. But again, should be able to just pop them in and screw them in. Now the trick is going to be making sure they're fully seated. Now these, I'm a little concerned with these because I haven't actually put these in yet. These look really short, so I'm hoping I can actually get them in the socket, because these are much taller. You can probably see there, like these are the incandescents. These are taller than these. But I was told by Comet Pinball, who is the vendor that sold these to me, they said these should work perfectly. So yeah, that is super flush. But they said that if you just push in all the way, twist it. Okay, good, it's in. All right, so it's totally flush. So these are the flashers. They only come on certain points. This style should be on all the time. So I am going to turn the pinball machine on just to make sure that these actually do work, because I don't want to go through the trouble of replacing all these and have it not work. That's a good sign. All right. Also, these are the one SMD. Typically, most people use two SMDs, but Comet recommended I use one because they're less bright and there's a lot of lights in these Data East machines, and I have to say I'm glad they recommended that, because this is definitely bright enough, and you can tell, at least, you know,
It's way brighter.
I don't know if it's picking it up on camera, but these are definitely dimmer than this. So I want to see if I'm going to do a test on this, see if the flasher's working. Here, turn it on. Alright, that answers that question. So yeah, these are absolutely working. Pretty good brightness too. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and get the other ones installed. And nice. Yeah, that's not blinding at all.
It's crazy that that flasher is way more active than the others, it looks like.
Yeah.
Or is it just me?
I don't know if I picked one that is just like the main one, or
Yep.
or if I like it, just if I just lucked out, or that's a good point. Well, we'll know here in a little bit.
Yeah. Because that one seemed like it was flashing way more than all the other flashers.
Yeah, and I do like how these are kind of soft, so like we'll easily be able to tell which ones have not been replaced. I'm just gonna go ahead and start taking these out and just getting them replaced with the newer LEDs here.
Some people go kind of nuts with these, and they will try to color match them to what they're shining through.
I've seen that. I looked into that, and they don't recommend it for this cabinet.
Yeah, I would say there's a lot of games where it looks tacky, and somewhere looks good.
All depends on the I guess the art, the back glass art. Judge Dredd is a popular one that has like some clouds and stuff here, and they do recommend that you do a blue one for that. It just really makes it look better, like the sky and stuff. So yeah, it's definitely a thing. But I got lucky because they were like, hey, use the one SMD instead of the two, because I was ready to buy the two, because the guy basically says if you want a one-stop shop, you know, for this style, the bayonet style LED, get the 2 SMD, which is twice as bright as this, theoretically.
I couldn't imagine, because that's already so much brighter.
Yeah, and the guy at Comment told me to use, he said we recommend using 1 SMDs with these machines because there's so many of the lights. And I have to say that was a very awesome recommendation, as far as I can tell, because just that single light, you could tell a difference.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. It's brighter.
One of them's not on.
Huh?
One of them's not on. So it's top center.
Well, damn. Throw another one in there. Really? Oh, that's not it. Alright. It's definitely brighter. It's definitely brighter.
Yeah, you can see the other ones look orange almost.
Yeah, well, they recommend that I use the warm white for this, which is, I think, is great so far. I'm intrigued to see, like, the inserts here. Look how dim they are. Like, I'm really interested to see what they look like with these LEDs in them. I'm concerned about that, because maybe this is the bad one.
I didn't notice if it was out.
Yeah, look, some of these are burned out too, or at least getting really black, you know?
Yeah.
So these incandescents probably get hot as shit compared to LEDs. Like Jamie said, you know, you replace the LEDs, or you replace the incandescents with LEDs, not just for the look, but also for your power bill. You know?
Yeah, but I mean, they produce a lot of heat too,
Right,
which
exactly.
warps and damages
Absolutely.
plastic.
That's so much more evenly lit, dude. You know? Like,
Yeah. You're gonna lock it.
we don't, no, I just wanted to see what it looked like.
It looks good. You can't tell that there's a light out.
Yeah. Well, it's just way more evenly lit too.
Yeah.
All right, and you can see the before and after here, and you can tell the effect, the difference is subtle, but that's actually what I was going for. I didn't want it to be a drastic change. I just wanted the LEDs to look similar to the original and maintain that sort of warm white color.
How long can I play with one flipper?
I don't know. I want you to beat my high score with 1 flip over. I got 6th. I'm number 6 on the game.
Nice.
Yeah, so this bulb right here is empty because the socket appears to be toast. So I don't know if you can see that, but I think there's some battery damage here because I was talking earlier about this battery damage on the board. That appears not to have caused any problems on the board itself, but I think it messed up this socket. This one appears to be working, I think. It's hard to tell because they're flashers and I wasn't really looking for it, but this one definitely needs to be replaced. But to be honest, I don't think you can even tell that, like, there's no light there, and I couldn't tell a difference on the little test we just did. Okay.
Easy enough.
These bulbs last a lot longer, or these LEDs last a lot longer than incandescents, and way less heat, less electricity overall. So for $60 or whatever I paid for these, it's really not a big deal. Plus, I gotta say, you know, I had never spoken to these people, but I had heard Comet Pinball was the best in the business for these LEDs. They have a little new builder section on their website, and I emailed them from their contact us link and had a response back within 10 minutes, and I was super like surprised about that. And it was a real person and he was like, hey, this is what I recommend. And then I asked him some more questions, and just super helpful. We went back and forth a few times and he was very, very helpful. So highly recommend those guys. Those flashes are ridiculous, man. Holy shit, they're bright, dude.
Wow. They flash for different hits.
Yeah. Like the pops and everything. Really? Alright, where's the pop bonus?
Alright guys, that's it for this video. Thank you so much for joining us. This was a very simple modification, and I just wanted to show you guys the finished look, and I'm happy with the end result. It doesn't look drastically different from the original, which is exactly what I was going for, and got some nice new LEDs here. Also installed that NVRAM chip, which is going to be a lifesaver instead of having to deal with batteries. Look out for some more videos soon. I'm going to be replacing the entire sound system, as well as putting in some additional LEDs for the playfield to make it much brighter. Give us a like and subscribe. Let us know in the comments what you thought about this video. As always, fan out. See you guys.